This is Joanne. I'm with the One Authentic You. I wanted to share a little bit about trusting the process. Um, Sometimes trusting the process as you're going through things, it can be a challenge because, it's easy when you're over here and you know what's going on and you got some control. But when everything points you in the direction of over here, and your vision is limited and you're not really quite sure what's going to happen, but you know you're being pointed over here. So following that can sometimes it can really test you, but that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. There have been times I followed over here and then got nervous and thought, oh God, I mean, by the time I got there and started down this path, it didn't look like it was the right path. And I remember being so upset on a number of times. And I said to my husband, I said, God, I said, I don't think I made the right decision. I said, I don't think I heard this right. What am I missing? And I was just, I was upset. But as I calmed down, got quiet, and listened, I realized it wasn't the wrong path at all. It was the right path. I just had to complete it. I needed to just keep going and wait for the next set of instructions. And it worked out. And then there's been times that I have made the wrong decision. It wasn't exactly where I was, but it wasn't the end of the world either. You know, I just went, okay, just back up, realign, and try it again. One of the things for me, I realized, when I would make a bad decision, I shouldn't say bad, that's not the right word. Let's delete that. When I would make a choice that may not have been the right choice or the best choice, it was hard for me because, I went to school. I went to public school. What do they teach you in public school? If you do something wrong, you get a bad grade. If you do something wrong, it's not like, oh, it's okay, not a big deal. That's how you learn. Let's keep going. They don't teach you that. You get a bad grade. You're mocked. It just mistakes are not okay in school. So that's a part of my programming that I still work on. It's still there from time to time. So when I'm trusting my process, sometimes I have to remind myself, okay, Joanne, if you make the wrong choice and you don't quite hear it right, or you just get whatever and you go down the wrong, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. You know, just sit back, reevaluate, see where you missed it. Because when I sit back and think about things, I go, oh, okay, here's where I missed it, and here's why. And most of the time, when I do miss the direction, it's because I got caught up in emotions. You know, I have to be level, with information downloads from the universe. My intuition, my direction, because that's what intuition is. It's a direction. If I'm in my emotions or I have my own agenda, that's when I make the wrong choices. But even like I said in that, it's cool. But I have to trust the process because if I don't keep going, then I'm not going to manifest what I want. I'm not going to reach my goals. And I don't want to stay where I am. I mean, I'm okay where I am for a short amount of time, and then I'm ready to learn, expand, grow. I love to learn and move on. So with that being said, trust your process, and a lot of it's trusting you. You know, trust what you hear, trust what you feel, and even if you can't necessarily see the path ahead of you, if you know that's the way to go, then go. And if you make a mistake, that's cool. It's not a big deal. Just back up, readjust, get in your quiet place, listen, look for where you went wrong, and then keep going. It's all cool. So with that being said, have an awesome day. You're great. And remember that.